Hello everyone, we are going to create an exception, custom exception, and we are going to propagate it. So this is a driver class, this is a MyException class, and MyException extends exception for now. And all it does, all we need to do here is just to generate the constructor. And we have a choice which constructor to override, so exception comes with a bunch of different constructors. We are going to use this one, so there is a message variable, and we will call super, that is exception constructor with message. Now let me create one more class. Show text. It's gonna be a static class, one static method, public, public static void show, and there will be a string text. And what this will do, it's going to check if, say, some random word like bagel in the text, and then throw exception in that case. So if text dot contains the word bagel, it doesn't have to be a complete word necessarily. If contains bagel, then we will throw the exception. Throw new MyException I hate bagels. So this is what it will do. And what is it that it doesn't like? To method signature. So what we need to do, we need, this throws an exception, and the exception is of the class exception, so it must be handled. And one way to handle it later is to say throws, sorry, not here, throws MyException. So this is going to propagate the throw together with the method signature, is going to propagate the exception to the driver. And in the driver, we are going to first of all call show exception, call show text, show text dot show hello and some gibberish and whatever. So far no problem with the bagel. We just don't like the bagels. Okay, and we can try to run it. There will be an error here, and the error is, well, you need to either add exception to the method signature or actually handle the error. So I choose to handle. Try this, catch MyException, and that will be an object E with name E, and I will say here system out print there was an exception, and I will add here e dot get message. That will get the exception message. So this is the text to show. There is no bagel, so this should work as is, as intended. Just show the text. Testing that. Oh, maybe I did not say print it. And if I don't do that, let me just print it. Println. And all I'm printing is text. Okay, now we will see some output here. Here we go. We have our text. There is no bagel in there, and now I'm going to stick bagel inside the gibberish, rerun. There it was an exception. I hate bagels. So I hate bagels is e.message. E was an instance of MyException, and we created this instance over here, and the custom exception message was I hate bagels, which is what we see over there. So once again, we have our custom exception. We have a class that throws this exception, and we are handling, since it's throwing and actually it propagates up to the driver, since it wasn't handled in the MyException, and here we chose to actually take care of it. We chose to handle it. Now, alternatively, I could not do this. Just keep this show, and I'll just comment it out, and we are stuck with the same problem. Add exception to the method signature, and just say throws MyException. MyException. And that way, this kind of means somebody somewhere is going to handle it. We know it happens, and we choose not to really worry about it. But there is another way to, which doesn't require any explicit handling. That is, if MyException extends runtime exception. So it extends runtime exception, and that way it does not have to be handled. Let's rerun it. It does throw an exception. It's actually an error, the kind of error that I designed, but nevertheless I was able to run my code. Or if you like, then try except. If you like to handle it, then try except as your friend.